Breaking news from Los Angeles. Jim Harbaugh has just added another wave of momentum to the Chargers hype train. And trust us, this one might shake up the entire AFC. If you thought the buzz was dying down, think again. This isn't just about one coach. It's about a movement, a culture shift, and the rise of a team the league can no longer ignore. Before we break down the latest details, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and tap the bell icon so you never miss an update. We're dropping the hottest Chargers news, straight and unfiltered. Let's dive in. The Chargers hype train? Yeah, it just picked up speed. More fans are jumping on board, and for good reason. This isn't a casual ride. It's turning into a full-speed campaign behind Jim Harbaugh and his mission in LA. You see, Harbaugh isn't just another name on a headset. He's a proven winner, a culture changer. From Stanford to the 49ers to Michigan, everywhere he's been, winning followed. And now, he's back in the NFL, but not just anywhere. He's leading the Chargers, a team starving for direction and dominance. What's even more interesting? The fan base is growing. Quietly. Powerfully. With every move the Chargers make, it's like the NFL world is starting to whisper. Is something special brewing in LA? And the answer? Absolutely yes. This isn't just about star players or flashy plays. It's about identity. And Harbaugh is building one fast, strong, physical, no-nonsense football. The kind that wins games. The kind that makes headlines. So if you've been sleeping on the Chargers, wake up. Because with Harbaugh steering this ship, they're not just aiming for a playoff berth. They're going for a legacy. Jim Harbaugh isn't coming to Los Angeles to fit in. He's coming to flip the script. In a city known for spotlights and superstars, where style often outweighs substance, Harbaugh is doing the exact opposite. No glitz. No glam. Just grit. While LA fans are used to high-flying, aired-out offenses, and explosive shootouts, Harbaugh's message is simple. We're going to run the ball. We're going to stop the run. And we're going to win doing it our way. Some might call it boring. But you know what's never boring? Winning. Harbaugh's blueprint is tough, physical football, and while it might not lead highlight reels every week, it builds one thing: championship habits. And get this, he's not the only one who sees where this is headed. Colin Cowherd, who's known for stirring up hot takes, recently made a bold prediction about the AFC West. And while you might not always agree with him, this time, he might be onto something big. He called the Chiefs a wildcard team this year. Yeah. You heard that right. We'll dive into why he said it and what it means for the Chargers in just a moment. But understand this, there's a shift happening in LA football, and Jim Harbaugh is leading it with one simple promise. No flash. Just fire. Let's be real, nothing in the NFL matters more than one position: quarterback. Sure, defense wins games. Coaching matters. But if your team doesn't have that guy under center, you're just treading water. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, there were still some exceptions. You had good teams that could go deep without a superstar QB. Some even made the Super Bowl. But that era? It's long gone. Look at the past 25 years. Almost every Super Bowl winner had one thing in common: a quarterback who could take over a game. Yeah, there was that wild run with Nick Foles in Philly. But even that was lightning in a bottle. A rare exception, not the rule. The truth is, elite quarterback play isn't optional anymore, it's essential. And that's something Colin Cowherd spotted earlier than most. Years ago, while the rest of the football world focused on defense, running backs, or flashy rosters, Cowherd started saying it plainly. If you've got a great quarterback, you've got a shot. If you don't, you don't. Simple as that. At the time, I didn't want to hear it. Especially being a Lions fan when Joey Harrington was under center. It was painful. But it was also true. Fast forward to now, and it's undeniable. The blueprint for winning in this league starts with a star quarterback. Not just a game manager. Not a fill-in a legit franchise guy. And here's the twist. Both the Chargers and the Chiefs have that. Justin Herbert. Patrick Mahomes. Two elite arms. Two high-powered leaders. The difference now? One of those teams has Jim Harbaugh calling the shots. And that changes everything. Let's talk about the boldest take of the offseason so far. Colin Cowherd didn't just make noise. He dropped a grenade on the AFC West conversation. He said, "I think Kansas City is a wild card team." Wait, what? Yes, the defending champs. The Mahomes-led juggernaut. A wild card team. But here's what's important. He didn't say it because the Chiefs are falling apart. He said it because of what the Chargers are becoming. Cowherd pointed directly at the rise of Jim Harbaugh's squad. They've got their running back situation figured out. Offensive tackle? Solid. Wide receivers upgraded. The only thing they lacked last year was offensive juice. And now? They've got it. Let that sink in. Last season, the Chargers' defense made one of the biggest leaps in the NFL. From bottom tier to near elite. That's not luck. That's culture building. And that culture? It's only getting stronger. Cowherd added, Harbaugh's great at the draft. And after free agency, I believe they'll be one of the better teams in the league. That confidence isn't just hype. It's grounded in what this team actually did. Now, some fans still ask, did we do enough in the offseason? And the honest answer, yes. Look, Joey Bosa's gone. That hurts. But let's be honest. He was missing most of the season anyway. The injuries piled up year after year. Now, young blood like Tuli Tuipulotu has a chance to take over, to become an every-down disruptor. And with other hungry rookies stepping in, this defense isn't slowing down. It's reloading. Jim Harbaugh didn't come in and blow everything up. He didn't need to. What he did was strategic, smart, calculated. In year one, he locked in the foundation, the defense, got it firing, built toughness, identity, grit. That side of the ball became the heart of the team. Now in year two, it's all about completing the offense. They didn't go wild in free agency. They didn't overspend or chase headlines. They simply filled key gaps, added depth at wide receiver, shored up protection, and surrounded Justin Herbert with enough tools to go to war. And here's the key. The offensive blueprint looks ready, balanced, capable, controlled. Harbaugh's system works in phases. Step 1. Build a top-tier defense. Step 2. Craft an efficient, reliable offense. Step 3. Coming next off-season. Level up that defense even further. It's not about flash. It's about long-term domination. Now, let's be fair. Some people think Cowherd's prediction might be a year too early. And honestly, that might be true. But it's closer than most people think. Because here's something fans need to understand. The Chiefs aren't untouchable. Last year, they went 15-2, or maybe it was 14-3. But either way, they were dominant. Yet even with Patrick Mahomes, their offense has looked human. Why? Because Mahomes hasn't had elite weapons around him lately. That explosive firepower just hasn't been there. And as great as Mahomes is, and he is great, even the best quarterbacks need weapons. The numbers prove it. His recent stats, while solid, haven't been jaw-dropping. The production has dipped. The magic looks a little harder to find. And now, with the Chargers surging, and Harbaugh building a machine in LA, the gap is closing. Fast. Let's forget about touchdown totals for a second. Let's forget yardage, even interceptions. When we're talking about greatness in today's NFL, efficiency is what separates the elite from the rest. And here's the truth no one wants to admit. Patrick Mahomes' efficiency has fallen off, not because he's not talented, not because he's lost his edge, but because the formula that made the Chiefs superhuman is no longer there. It used to be Tyreek Hill burning defenders deep, Travis Kelce slicing through the middle. Now, Kelce is aging, Hill's gone. The replacements haven't been the same. Mahomes has struggled, especially with the deep ball, and the numbers don't lie. In terms of deep ball accuracy, he ranked among the bottom 3 quarterbacks in the league. Bottom 3. Let that sink in. You can blame the lack of weapons. Or say, hey, they've got Xavier Worthy now. He's lightning fast. But speed doesn't matter if your quarterback doesn't have time to throw. And that's where the real issue starts. The offensive line. Pressure forces rush mechanics. And with deep balls, even the slightest mistake sends it off course. One misstep in the pocket turns into 20 yards of misfire downfield. So while the Chiefs still have Mahomes, they also have problems. And the Chargers. They're built to expose every one of them. Their offense is balanced, smart, flexible. Their defense? Disciplined and physical. Exactly what's needed to slow down the Chiefs' current system. This is not just hype. This is a real shot. Colin Cowherd may have made that wild card comment a little early. But maybe, just maybe, he's right on time.